When it comes to buying the right products, there's a lot to look out for. That's why today, we've picked and reviewed the 5 best models for you. And we've ranked them by many different factors, such as price, quality, durability, performance, and more. You can see their prices and find out more information by using the links in the description down below. Let's not waste any more time and get started with the video. We are going to start this list with the best budget option that you can get your hands on.
Number 5. Blue Snowball Ice. The Snowball is a pretty basic microphone that offers 3 selectable patterns for sound capture. A simple 3-position slider on the back changes the Snowball to either cardioid, omni or cardioid with -10 dB pad. Cardioid is best for speaking directly into the mic, so it's for podcasts, Twitch streams and voiceovers. Omni captures sounds from all directions, such as roundtable discussions or a live music session with multiple instruments. The cardioid with -10 dB pad has reduced sensitivity and level peaks are diminished or eliminated, making it useful for overly loud situations where you want to capture the best sound possible. If you tend to scream your way through streams, this pattern will keep your voice from coming across as a clipped mess. The mic itself is encased in plastic, with a blue logo on the front and the 3-position switch for the mic patterns on the back. The Snowball, like the Yeti, is an absolute snap to set up. Just plug it in, wait for the drivers to install, and you're all set. It even sets itself as the primary recording device in your Windows settings, so you don't need to fiddle around with the sound settings. From there, it's just a matter of switching on your software and hitting start or record. The 44.1 kHz 16-bit sample rate of the Snowball is pretty standard for non-professional grade microphones. That's also known as CD quality, which is more than adequate for streaming and has the same sample rate as MP3 files, so you get a 1-to-1 match with sample rates. Sound quality is great for most applications like recording podcasts and voiceover. It's excellent for streaming, light years ahead of what's possible from a simple headset or built-in microphone. The Blue Snowball is pretty basic, but it covers the essentials at a reasonable price and has pretty good sound quality too.
The next model is a great pick due to its multi-purpose function.
Number 4. Rode NT USB. There are plenty of USB-equipped microphones around these days, offering the convenience of being able to be plugged directly into your computer without needing a separate preamp or audio interface. A whole genre of mics has in fact been designed with an integral stand so they can sit on a desk or tabletop at all times, ready for use at a moment's notice. While you might not want to use one of these for making serious master recordings, they can be perfect for podcasting and very useful for quick and dirty recording when you might just get a musical idea in your head that needs to be recorded before it gets forgotten. The new Rode NT USB can be lumped into this category as it comes with a cute tripod stand and integrated pop shield. But the Australian company believes that it offers much more than just a podcasting mic, in that it features a condenser capsule of the same quality as those found in their studio-grade microphones. The USB connection is exactly where you would connect an XLR cable on a conventional mic, while a stereo mini-jack headphone output nestles on the side of the mic's body below a pair of conveniently sized knobs, one to control the mini-jack output's volume and the other to set the balance between the dry sound at source and that coming back from your computer. The first 2 things we noticed about the NT USB were that there was little in the way of self-noise and that the built-in headphone amp was loud and clear, providing plenty of volume in our AKG K702s. On spoken voice and sung vocals, it delivered with no lack of bottom-end warmth or top-end clarity and no obvious tonal anomalies. The pop shield does a good job allowing you to get in close and exploit the low end from the proximity effect. There was no sense that this was a mic just to use for demos with a view to replacing the vocal later. While it's not going to rival a U47 Neve combination, it will provide results on a par with many of the commonly used lower-priced non-USB large diaphragm condensers. We also use the mic to good effect on acoustic guitar and tambourine. For a device that encompasses the actual microphone, preamp and digital conversion, you may not be expecting too much in the way of performance, but the NT USB offers exceptional value.
If quality is your main focus, then you should consider this next model, because it has the best build quality.
Number 3. Samson G-Track Pro. Most USB mics are task-oriented, working well for basic podcasting or throwing down a quick demo, but as time passes and more people are using mics with built-in interfaces, the quality of USB mics is improving. The Samson G-Track Pro is a great example of the performance that's now achievable with a USB mic. G-Track Pro is a full-size multi-pattern studio mic with a dual diaphragm 1-inch capsule offering cardioid, omnidirectional and figure-of-8 pickup patterns. It has a built-in headphone amp and desk stand and is the first USB mic I've come across with a built-in 1 mega-ohm instrument input. It provides recording up to 24-bit 96 kHz, unlike most USB mics which offer 48 kHz recording, often at a depth of just 16 bits. While the visual design of the Samson G-Track Pro falls in line with most other USB condenser microphones, its build quality is where it truly shines. The G-Track Pro is, simply put, built like a tank. The build quality is noticeable right out of the box, and its considerable weight gives further evidence that it's a serious piece of equipment. The sheer versatility of the microphone and the number of options you have on the G-Track Pro will require some playing around with. The sound quality will depend on the purpose of your usage, recording pattern, and whether you use any kind of software to further mix or edit your recordings. The 3 recording patterns understandably produce different results, with cardioid being the best for a single speaker, figure 8 being good for something like a 2-person interview, and omnidirectional for a multiple people podcast. Headphone monitoring provides a lag-free experience, making it ideal if you're heavy into podcasting or singing. Pops and plosives can occur when in close proximity to the mic, but can be easily solved by offsetting the mic or purchasing a pop filter to place over the capsule. Its amazing build and sound quality, along with the versatility, make it unmatched at the same price point. While it might seem like overkill if you plan on using it only during gaming, it's an ideal choice if you want to take your audio recording setup to the absolute peak of what USB microphones have to offer.
Before we talk about the best model overall, let's look at the runner-up for this list.
Number 2. Blue Yeti Nano. Made from the same aluminium metal alloy as its larger brothers, the Blue Yeti Nano is solidly built and has a nice weight to it with touches of unique styling throughout. You'll find the stylish black chrome blue logo on the upper front of the mic. The detachable aluminium stand is nicely weighted and painted shadow grey to match the mic. The stand is bold yet subtle and has a unique design and stance. When the mic is in its stand, you can easily adjust its angle via 2 knobs on either side of the mic. The mic stand has a swivel mount, allowing you to angle the capsule to get the ideal recording position. Knobs on either side of the mic stand can be tightened to keep the mic locked in when the desired angle is achieved. For closer scenarios, however, the stand will likely be a little low on the desktop. The base has a canal to thread the USB cable through for a tidy look. Without adjusting the gain levels in the Sherpa software, the default levels are workable, meaning there's no distortion on typical vocals, and most people will be able to hit record and use this level right away. Some mics claim to be low latency, but when plugged into GarageBand still have some minor slapback delay. The Yeti Nano doesn't have this issue. What you hear in the headphones corresponds with real-time audio in the room. However, you will need to download Blue Yeti Sherpa software to control the gain level for the Nano, but the level straight out of the box is more than satisfactory to immediately start recording. The recording was excellent, and I can truly see myself travelling with a Blue Yeti Nano and holding impromptu podcasts or interviews. Why? Because the Yeti Nano is sturdy, compact, records such high quality audio, and is a fantastic portable studio option compared to others. Hands down, the Blue Yeti Nano is my favourite USB mic. The mic records in high quality 24-bit 48Hz, producing beautifully crisp, clear and warm audio. Throw in the fantastic build quality, sexy engineering and visual appeal, and Blue has a winner on its hands.
Finally, the next model is the best overall. From us, it gets a perfect score in all categories.
Number 1. HyperX Quadcast. Thanks to the popularity of live streaming and YouTube content, peripheral makers have discovered a market for high-quality audio-video equipment. Now, gaming-first companies like Razer and HyperX are rushing into that space. HyperX launched the Quadcast USB microphone. One of the good things about HyperX entering this space is that it knows gamers are demanding. And it built a smart microphone that's better because of all of its clever extras. It all starts with high-quality audio. You'll always get better audio from plugging an XLR mic into a mixer, but USB mics are going to work just fine for the vast majority of people. And if you're in this prosumer segment, the HyperX Quadcast sounds as good or better than nearly any other competing device. It has 4 microphone patterns: stereo, omnidirectional, cardioid and bidirectional. For streaming a game by yourself, you'll always want cardioid. And in this mode, your voice will come through full and clean. It even does a fine job of isolating room noise if your PC fan is loud or if you want to keep a window open. But it's all of the extras that set the Quadcast apart. The reason I prefer the Quadcast is because it was obviously built with gaming in mind. The Quadcast lights up from the inside with red LEDs when the microphone is active. This makes it easy for people to tell when you have a hot mic on your desk. And if you want to mute the mic, all you have to do is tap the top. The Quadcast has a touch-sensitive button to mute and unmute. This is such a great idea. It eliminates switches and physical buttons that can create loud clicks on your recording track. With the Quadcast, HyperX has continued to show that it understands how to appeal to gaming fans. While it knows that great sound is crucial, it added multiple features that it knows will keep people happy long after they spend their money. On top of that, the Quadcast is really hitting the right price. Buying guide. Firstly, sound quality. There are many types of microphones to choose from, but you're better off choosing either a dynamic or condenser microphone, much like the microphones used for podcasting, that's specifically designed to pick up the intricacies of a person's speaking voice and does so without delays. It's also ideal to choose one with a tight bidirectional, figure 8 or cardioid pattern. Both effectively cancel out background noise from the sides, including keyboard and mouse clicks. Secondly, setup. What gamers really need is great audio recording quality, and they would always prefer one that's much easier to set up. Some studio microphones need additional components such as audio interfaces, preamplifiers, phantom power supply, and extra cables to maximize its features. Depending on your experience in audio devices, you may want to go for plug-and-play USB mics that only require you to plug your mic into your computer for recording and your headphone jack into the microphone for monitoring. And thirdly, form factor and audio interface. If you need a microphone for any real regular use, you should consider things like audio interfaces and microphone styles. For audio interfaces, you usually have 2 options, analog and USB. Analog mics plug directly into your PC's 3.5mm audio input jack. Analog audio ports give you a ton of flexibility, since you can always add a preamp or more audio processing gear in between the microphone and your PC. USB microphones plug in via USB, and depending on the model can be complicated and include their own preamps and audio processors. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you found it helpful, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this in the future. If you have any questions related to these products, you can leave a comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.